Everybody, my name is William. This is iRacing. Today we're doing a Spec Ford Racer race at Road America. 10 laps. Will be standing start here. Qualified P2. The guy in first has some pretty spectacular pace, so we'll be lucky if we can kind of just hold on to his draft and see what we can do there. We'll have a standing start here. And like I said, 10 laps. My first race, road race anyways, on the G920, coming from the Fanatec stuff that all broke. So it'll be an interesting one here, and we'll be getting underway shortly.
10 laps. The track temp is 75 Fahrenheit. Heads up, we're going green. Green, green, green.
It's a terrible start. Dumped the clutch way too hard. A lot of wheel spin, and then I messed up the shift into second.
He's still there.
It's all right. Make this a little bit more racy.
Clear right.
We got 10 laps to work with this. The guy in P1 is
left.
just ridiculously fast anyways.
Hold your line. Still there. Still clear left.
I have not raced in a long time either, so just getting some practice, some racecraft in, and actually battling with some people. I think that'll be good. But that was a shocking start, so we got to make up for it now. A little bit too deep into the corner there, into 5. Didn't want 4th. It's almost like I'm nervous or something. I haven't raced in a long time. We got some work to do. We got to catch up to this guy. He's got the draft. We did have pretty good pace compared to the rest of the field. Just the guy in first being super duper quick. But this guy can hold on to his draft. He'll start to pull away from us too. So need to try and close this down a little bit. And if we can, maybe see what we can do about maybe holding on to the leader. But I think he's going to check out here. The guy had a wild moment in the kink there. Be a little conservative here. We're going to have the draft all the way down the straight.
On your left. Still there. Hold your line.
We can clear him.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Let's see what we can do to set sail after this guy in the lead, see if we can hold on to his draft. And if we can hold on to his draft, we might have a chance at something, but if he breaks it, which I think he's going to, it's going to be a battle between me and the guy behind me for the rest of the race, I think. I need some good corners here and really need this guy not to fight me, which I think he's going to.
Car left. Still there. He's still clear left.
Man, you're letting him get away. Come on, bud. Alright, well, I think that's pretty much it. I don't have the pace to run the guy down. I was just hoping I could maybe hold on to his draft. But, I mean, it's this guy's prerogative. We are in a race. He can race me if he wants. could have worked together there. But yeah, you don't see that very often. It's not common for people to really want to be that friendly. So we'll set in and see what we can do about making sure we clear this guy.
Car left.
We pass
Still
him
there.
here. I'm kind of curious if we can hold him to the line. Just a bit of
Still
a test
there.
for later in case we stay together the entire way.
Still there. Clear left. Well done, William. Great move. Keep it up.
Just a couple car lengths behind here. Let's see what he has by the line. We're a little bit better through that last corner as well. We just need to see if he is definitely going to gain, but he won't have me by the line if we can have about half a second
The leader is
between
just
us.
235.9.
Yeah, 235.9. We're doing 237s back here. Okay. Didn't want to go for it that time. I think maybe he's playing the game now, or maybe he just wanted me to lead. That way he can try and set me up. It's fair enough. I'd rather be in the control out front anyways. I don't think I'm going to have the pace to catch up with Raphael in first. I don't really want to push super hard to do it either and throw away a podium. With the straights, I don't really think I'm going to be able to get away from Enrique either, even if we do have more
Make them
pace.
do the work.
Need him to make a mistake trying to keep up or something. Just don't have enough front end on the car. I think in the high speed corners, feels pretty safe all around the track. Honestly, it feels really good too. Going from the Fanatec to the G920, I was a little bit scared, but honestly, the only thing I've missed so far is the buttons. And you really don't need buttons for this car. The one I wish I had right now is a tear-off. I can already tell I'm gonna regret not setting a button to that. Keep trying to rush the downshift to third. It's a little bit closer this time, so this is another good test. Just about a quarter of a second. I think we'd be able to hold on at the line, so definitely want to stay in control here.
That's the fastest lap.
Got a little bit of bump drafting action here at Road America. So this is one of the free cars in iRacing. I don't think it gets a whole lot of love. I know it's got a pretty strong community, but it is free. It's really weird. It's a twitchy car. It can be quite a bit to handle, but I think it's a lot of fun. Setups are really simple. The races are, I think, about the perfect length for races in iRacing. He went a little bit deep there. I think he was trying to follow me in. I think I'm just a little bit too big of a baby driving this thing. to really hang it out and get those last couple tenths. I'm not going to use the excuse that I'm rusty, but I do not have a ton of time in this car, especially since the tire model change. It's a lot more fun to drive, though. If anything, I think it's easier to drive now, so that's not even an excuse. But this is a fantastic track for it. This car is extremely drafty, basically anywhere you go. If you're kind of close on pace, I would say even about half a second different overall on pace, especially a long track like this. The draft can definitely keep you in play. It rewards consistency as well, just because it is, like I said, it's a really twitchy car. So it's super easy to loop, especially on turn-in. But I think that makes it a ton of fun. We're lapping around here. That was a 36 last time. See if we can improve any.
Okay, William, don't let this guy distract you.
36.5 with a little bit of bump draft action. That guy's in 35s in front. Yeah. We'll see how these mind games work out with Enrique behind us. See who'll come out on top. He's doing really well behind me. I think the draft's helping him, but if he could stay there, he's in the fight. So
4.0 seconds.
We got a fight on our hand for who's gonna be on what step of the podium. It looks like. Hopefully he keeps that in mind, and at least we do finish on the podium, because we're kind of in a battle of our own right here. Nice and smooth. I don't need to worry about him too much behind. I know the draft's just going to pull him right back up, so don't get nervous about the fact he's back there. Don't worry too much about the guy in front either. He is he's the class of the field here, so unless he makes a mistake or something, that's really the only way he's coming back to us. So, and when you have that kind of pace, I mean, I don't think he's going to be making any dumb errors here. He definitely deserves the win. So just make sure we don't just hand it to Enrique on a silver platter either. Try and drive away. We're about halfway through now. A little cautious there. It's weird using an H pattern again. It's even weirder in iRacing because it's not really beneficial to clutch on the downshifts. Makes it a little bit awkward. It's really close this time.
We're halfway home. Fuel looks okay.
You can hear how much he's lifting behind me there. That's how strong the draft is. These cars are not very high power at all. And I know that they look really slow, but I mean, the amount of speed we are carrying through the corners is properly fast.
It's now about 4.1.
You gotta understand what this little car is. It's just super lightweight, a little tiny engine. They're made to be cheap to race. I don't think we're shaking Enrique, though. It's kind of one of the other things about this car. It does have a community, so you really can't take... at least from what I've seen, there's some really fast guys in this car that are still pretty low IR.
Hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
Obviously, the guy out in the lead is the #1 car here, so... he has the highest IR in the field, but... You know, Enrique sitting behind is the number 12 car. And he is definitely holding his own. He might just be setting me up, make me look like a fool here on the last lap. We'll see. This is such a great sequence on this corner. The last corner of this track is super challenging. You want to brake in a straight line, it looks like you're just spearing straight off the track. And you got to turn in and hook the apex. It's a really challenging braking zone. Especially if you get something that's a little bit unstable on turn in like this thing is.
Lap times are pretty consistent. That lap was at 2:36.8.
We're hanging in the 236s. It's acceptable for me. To get some more time back in the racing seat, we'll worry about pace a little bit more, but just trying to be consistent here. And while this might not be the most frantic racing, I do have someone literally behind me the entire time, right on the bumper. It's not gonna let me slip up at all. It's keeping me honest, that's for sure. This corner's kind of awkward in these cars. Just basically have to lift off the gas to let the diff do its thing and get it to rotate in the middle of it. The kink is, for me, I think this is one of the reasons I think there's maybe a little bit of something.
Hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
In the setup for me, because it's super tight through the high-speed corners like the kink there. I just scrub the speed. But I think mostly it's just not having the
5.9 seconds.
It's not having the cojones to really attack the braking zones as aggressively as I need to. All right, I think he's starting to test stuff out too, because he's super close this time. He would have had us at the line had he pulled out.
The guy behind has just done a 2:36.2.
We were both going off the track there.
Okay, William, we've just cut the track.
Is that our first X? I'll take that. Do have a little bit of a gap now. He's still well within draft range though, so he'll probably just pull right back up. Unless he makes some sort of a mistake here. I was trying pretty hard there. I think it's a little pointless. I think he's going to stick with us. This is keeping the race pretty interesting. I think that's the farthest back he's been, was about 0.7 on that lap there.
The gap in front is now 6.1.
Guy in front is an alien.
You need to push if we're going to hold this position.
Enrique's definitely better through the final corner than I am. I was thinking maybe I was a little bit better, but I think he just he messed up early on in the race when I was kind of judging it. He's driving it in a little bit deeper and still getting the same kind of
2 laps left. We're on for a podium here.
same kind of rotation. Be able to get on the throttle nice and early. This is a great thing about iRacing, though. It's in a practice session where I was doing a 2:36 and I was clear of the next highest person by like 2 seconds. You sign up to a race and there's a guy that's about a second faster than you. Competition, depth of competition in iRacing is fantastic.
Just ignore him, he'll go away.
I don't think he will, Jim. I don't think he will. I can pull a little bit of a gap, but he's just going to come right back. Unless he makes a mistake when he's about that far off. Just watching in the mirror, basically, this entire race. He's pesky, man. Trying to carry a little bit more apex speed here. I'm just trying to see if I can eke out enough of a gap going into the final lap. That's not what I needed. Oh, man. That's what happens when you rush. Just missed a shift. That's one of the great things about the car, though.
Okay, William.
It's there's a lot of things to get good and mess up, making this last lap interesting here. Alright, don't try too hard. Do not try too hard. Just hit your marks here.
The gap in front has increased to 7.0 seconds.
That really screwed me. I think we had about a second gap. I'm going to have to defend.
On your right. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
Did not want to give him the inside through here. I think we're a little bit better in these corners. But he's holding right there. It's going to be a close one. I think you might be in a great spot. Depending on how the kink goes here. Gonna still look for it. We'll let him.
Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. He's still there. Still there. Right side's clear.
Good run. He's going to have a heck of a draft here coming to the line, though. Just try and hold it steady.
On your right.
Whatever happens, happens here. Try and race him straight up.
He's still there.
He's going to get us. Yep.
Right.
By a nose at the line, I think. Yep.
Nice one, William. Great drive. That's a podium.
Ooh, that was intense. That sucks to lose it like that, but with him being that close, I had a feeling he's going to be able to get us at the line. Good drive there by Enrique, holding on. Had I not missed that shift, that probably would have gone a little bit different, but one heck of a fun race. Even though they're slow cars, this thing is an absolute blast. So I hope you all enjoyed that one. Let's just see how much did we lose out by here. At the line. That is, just about a little bit more than the front bumper is what he beat us by. Right there to right there. But ton of fun. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Bye-bye.